What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over what you need to know about Fortnite's new birthday update. As always, if you guys do find this video to be helpful, informative, interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and comment down below what you think of the changes in this update. So the main bulk of the content in this update is going to be Fortnite's birthday event. This will be going from now until next Tuesday. You can look in the quest tab and see the countdown of how long this event is taking place. The stuff that was added to the game for the birthday event is going to be presents. You can now find presents and then throw them down. Inside, they will have a purple weapon and a birthday cake medallion. This medallion gives you balloons over time. Similar to the augment that we had in Chapter 4, you get the balloons over time. The balloons kind of allow your movement to be a little more floaty. You can combine this with things like the Flowberry Fizz or the Flowberries, shockwaves to go much further. If an enemy does shoot out your balloons, they will pop, obviously. I've never really been the biggest fan of balloons in Fortnite pretty much ever, but in a season like Season 4 that has as much mobility as it does have with like the War Machine hover jets, the Shiri Claws, shockwaves, the Iron Man boots, I feel like the balloons are really just not that impactful. So I don't really care that much about having this. If you really like having the balloons, it's good for you because this medallion does not give your location away on the map. It doesn't have a gold circle for it. And if you have other medallions, it does not affect the size of your gold circle. And it doesn't show on the map when it's dropped either. So it's kind of like it's just a free bonus. If you like having the balloons, then grab this medallion. There's no downside to it at all. If you don't like the balloons, I really don't think you're missing out on much. They're really not the biggest deal, I don't think. Also, what was added in this update is going to be the Firework flare gun. This is an item that has been in the game many times. It's got a different skin on it now. But basically, you shoot it into the air and it explodes as a flare, and it will mark nearby enemies and players or people who are in the radius of where it activates. Similar to like the Emma Frost scan medallion or the scanner NPCs. It's the same thing. It just has like a different radius. I wouldn't really want to carry this. I would rather have double mobility, but if I'm not able to have that yet, then this Firework flare gun is great. Obviously, there is the NPC and the medallion that scans as well, but with the flare gun, you can shoot it where you want it and when you want it. So if you're about to go into a building and you're curious if there's anybody inside, you could just shoot it. If you're about to fight someone near a bush and you want to know exactly where they are, you could just shoot it. If you're about to go into a weapon bunker and if you want to know if somebody's in there, you can shoot it. You can also shoot it on the ground and it will light things on fire and kind of do some explosive damage, which again can be pretty helpful in certain situations if you know where somebody is camping, especially in the weapon bunkers. So the flare gun is good. I'm not really sure I want to carry it, but I will carry it if I don't have other things I would like to have. And if I find this on somebody else's loot or just by looting, I might just like shoot it off a few times, mark the area around me, and then go about my day. It's a nice item to kind of like recycle like that. You don't have to be carrying it at all times to get value from it. And then there also is a pack of balloons item that you can get that just allows you to add balloons to yourself. Similar to the augment or the medallion, you just get balloons. With the pack, you can use them faster though. With the medallion, you have to wait for like quite a while for it to give you balloons, and they can stack, but it takes a while. Whereas the pack, you can just immediately throw on like 3 or 4 and you'll start going up much faster. But again, I'm not the biggest fan of the balloon item, so I don't see myself using this at all. There's birthday cake added to the POIs. This gives you 10 health per slice or shield, just depending on what you need. If you're full health, it'll give you a shield. And then there's also birthday challenges to unlock a free pickaxe, back bling, and spray. And like I said earlier, you have a week to complete these challenges if you're watching it when the video comes out. The challenges themselves are very straightforward and simple. I don't know exactly what they are, but I did all of them today accidentally, aside from thanking the bus driver, which was one of them, and eating 7 pieces of cake. I ate 6. So like they're not very hard challenges, and there are free rewards. There's also even more free rewards added in this update because there's a free skin and pickaxe being given away if you can get enough account levels. So I'll have a picture of them on screen now. You need 25 account levels to earn the pickaxe and 50 account levels to earn the skin. And account levels are just like you level up in game once. That's your account level. It just resets season. The reason why it is account level and not season level is I think this goes until November 11th. You have that long to earn 50 levels. And next season starts November 2nd. So they don't want to make people reset at that point. But basically, you just have to level up 50 times and you get the skin. I think it's a pretty good skin, and it is a ranked skin. So You just have to get levels to unlock the skin. But once the skin is unlocked, it will have different edit styles based on what rank you have in ranked mode. So it is the ranked skin this season. It is free to earn, and you can get different styles for ranked. I think it's a pretty good skin, and of the ranked skins they've done, I think this is far and away the best. And I think giving it away for free, I mean, free, you got to play the game, but giving it away just for playing the game, I think is something that a lot of people will like. Also, speaking of ranked, we have changes to ranked this update and the addition of the ranked reload mode. So if you've played Fortnite Reload, it's ranked on that. You know, similar to BR, you'll get, you know, percentage based on how many eliminations and where you finish in the match, and things of that nature. It's really not that complicated. One thing that is crazy, and I assume this has been patched by now, I did this like immediately after the update came out, but there was a bug if you were playing right when the update came out that if you played ranked reload, there was a chance you would load onto the chapter 5 map with reload loot. I'll have some clips on screen now of it, but we're playing on the chapter 5 map. It's reload mode, so we're respawning and everything, and then we also have the reload loot pool with the old hit scan weapons. Was pretty interesting. I'm kind of curious to see if they'll make this like a somewhat intentional thing where people can play reload on the chapter 5 map, because it did play better than I expected. We were kind of like shambles the entire time, so we didn't really get to play that much. But yeah, this was just a very crazy random bug that happened with the addition of ranked reload, where you ended up playing on the chapter 5 map. Not sure if this has been patched yet, but if it hasn't, then don't be surprised when it happens to you. And then also there were some changes to the core ranked mode today. So they're going to be doing siphon trials in ranked. Siphon is a mechanic where you get HP or shield upon elimination. And they're going to be doing different tests of this over the course of the next few weeks to kind of find out what they want to do for the future of Fortnite competitive. I'll have a picture on screen now of what the different tests are going to be and what days they're going to be happening on, or like what period of time, you know. But there's just going to be several different versions of Siphon that they're testing. I think this is a good thing. I don't think Siphon ever should have been removed from the game when they did remove it. And then eventually when they removed it from Ranked as well, I thought that also made sense. Another change that happened with Ranked in this update, though, is because of these Siphon trials, Ranked mode will have the tournament rule set and loot pool. And what this means is that certain items aren't going to be in Ranked anymore. I think this is a very good thing. I fundamentally do not understand why Ranked doesn't always reflect the tournament rule set. If you want Ranked mode to be like kind of the intro to competitive for players in a pseudo competitive mode, I think it should have the exact same loot pool as tournaments, and that is something that they're going to be doing over the course of the next few weeks with these Siphon trials. What does this mean if you want to play? It means there's going to be no War Machine hover jets, no Iron Man items. I believe the Shuri claws aren't in there. I don't think cars are in. I don't think NPCs are in. So there's going to be a lot of stuff removed from the game to make it more competitive and less spammy. I think a lot of people might be unhappy with the jetpack being removed, but a lot of people will be happy with the Iron Man items being removed. Personally, like I said, I think this is a good change. I pretty much only play ranked to play duos, and trying to get multiple jetpacks is just not fun. So personally, I'd kind of rather just not have it in the game at all, and just be able to play. And then I would rather not have the Iron Man gauntlets in a ranked setting. It's a very cheesy item. And that does bring us to our final point. The thing I got asked about most today while streaming the new update is, did they nerf the Iron Man gauntlets? The answer to that is going to be no. There was no changes with the Iron Man gauntlets, but the thing is, weapon updates can kind of happen at any time in Fortnite, whereas like this was a content update that was set to happen on a certain date to kind of correspond with Fortnite's birthday, you know. Weapon updates, they could nerf it tomorrow, they could nerf it later today. Any time of the week, there could be weapon updates in Fortnite, and if you guys were playing earlier on in the season, I'm sure you've experienced that. I believe there was a day earlier this season where I posted my video. I typically post around 5 p.m. Eastern time, and then the jetpack got nerfed after that. So it was like pretty late in the evening, kind of, you would think, for a weapon update to be going live, and they went out. So while the Iron Man gauntlets weren't nerfed in today's update, there definitely is still potential that there can be adjustments to it in the future. But that is going to be it for this video. As always, if you guys did find this to be helpful, informative, interesting, give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, comment down below what you think of the birthday update, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.